Okay, here we go. We're back on for another round of mork, sjal, the Dark Souls hack. Somebody did. I don't know the author's name, and if I change the page, I'm going to lose my spot. So we're going to leave it alone. But we have two characters, Ashling the Crooked, who is a thief, and we have Timber of the Iron Lancers, a bandit. They are now going to team up to try to deal with a pile of angry rats. Again, I had really hoped we'd get some, when we rolled a new character to add on to Ashling, I'd really hoped we'd get someone with an explosive so we could just throw it in and keep moving. But we didn't. But bandits are cool, so it's cool. So here we go. Will Ashling be able to sneak if Timber charges? Or how should we phrase it? Will Ashling get a chance to sneak attack? Yes. I think it's likely that we'll be able to see the rats. So we'll roll real quick. Advantage on the check just to see if Ashling can see the rats. No. Straight up can't see. But we had an opportunity. A little disappointing, but it's where we're at. Oh, excuse me. Okay. So I guess it's very likely Timber's just going to run in guns blazing, battle axe blazing. Yep. Okay, so we're going to do that straight to initiative. The rats go first. This is problematic. Okay, I'm going to do a little cheat, and we're going to put them back at full HP, our characters, just so we have that going for us. You should have like 4 off from your throwing knives. You only have 8. Okay, let's go for it. So he locks on to one of them. And we're going to keep going with 5, not re-rolling that. So this one, natural 1, absolute fumble. We will use 2 of our stamina. We'll cheat a little more and put our stamina back to nada. And we'll use 2 of our stamina points so that he can nope out of taking damage, which would have been 8. Which -3 is 5, which would kill him. Imagine running in and immediately getting like your throat gnawed out by a rat. But he is running in with a battle cry to fight rats. So there you go. That was probably the one he locked onto as well. Rat number the 2nd. 14 successfully dodges. Shocker. No, he's locked on. So he actually needed a 16. So he's going to take a hit. 2 points of damage puts him at 3. The 3rd rat. Contact again for 1 point, down to 2. How many is that? First one did nothing, so that was 2 more. 3. This is the 4th one. I think he's still gonna get clocked out immediately. This is not healthy at all. Yeah, he just died. So Timber runs in, guns blazing, and immediately dies to rats. Channel inner murder hobo. What on earth just happened? Ashling just stood there. I did my initiative wrong. This doesn't use the D6 initiative. This is supposed to be a D12. Huh. Okay. Ashling will go first. Should I even try? Yeah, we'll give it a shot. At least we have eyes on the target now. Maybe we can hit one back up, and so they can't catch up. Are they even aware of Ashling right now? No, not at all. So we already ruled that the shamblers earlier, if one of them gets assassinated by a throwing knife, they won't realize what's up. So I think it's safe to assume that Ashling, if makes contact with the knife and takes one out which is an auto crit, can just keep going. Why did I roll? It's an auto crit. Use stamina, I think, to reroll. Is that an option? Do I use stamina to reroll? I can use a lot of stamina to make sure it hits, I guess. Excuse me. So we have 4 stamina. It's a 14 to hit. So with our 2, we got an 8. We can use 3 of our stamina to make sure it hits. Okay. Yeah, we'll use 3 of our stamina. And auto crit a rat, taking it out, which is our first kill on the rats between these 2 characters, so that's good. They're unaware of Aisling, so I think we can just keep going until we miss for sure. So, contact. No. It's a 10. Okay, not good. We will take an action. We will use our stamina to throw another knife and then back up. Contact for full-size damage, takes out another rat and back up. I don't believe they would be able to catch up quickly, so if we can just hit back up each turn, as long as we keep hitting, we should be okay. So they spend their turns chasing. I don't know how far they would chase, probably all the way up the stairs. But, okay, 17 contact is 2. Does not kill the rat. Puts us down to 6 knives. Aisling is running out of knives very quickly. Back up. We'll try again. I don't see a reason to stop doing this until, we reach the elevator. How far to the elevator? Excuse me, checking the map. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay, so it's like 16 5-foot squares. So we could actually do this like all day if we didn't run out of knives. So we can just keep trying. Fail. That's 1 less knife. We're down to 5. Fail. Down to 4. Okay. Natural 20 takes 1 out. Woo! They need to roll morale. They rolled over and they vacate the premises. The area is now clear, so Timber can return. Excuse me. Okay, damage and death. Your HP reaches 0. That's that. Disembodied spirit may aid you allies by lowering the DR of one of their tests by D6. Before or after they roll. That would have been good to have known. Maybe if I read the rules before I started playing, things would be going a little different. Timber could have assisted from beyond the grave. They're undead. They're all beyond the grave. Okay, we're going to skip these cumulative impediments just because that's a hassle. But if you die a 3rd time, that's that. You get, well, not that. You get you roll on the broken body table again. Just because. And did not roll under the 2 deaths you've gotten, so you come back to life. Do you come back with full HP? Excuse me. Yep, with full HP and stamina. Cool. Okay, back to 5. And we took out 3 of the rats. So 3 by 50, 150. We'll give 70 to Timber. It says we should divide it evenly. And we'll give the 80 to Ashling. Ash, Timber. Timber, Ash. Your jokes are bad and you should feel bad. Okay, we go on. There wasn't... Oh, a lantern and 3 bottles of oil. Do we need a lantern? It doesn't say it's dark, does it? I mean, nowhere in this does it say it's actually dark. Okay, roll for random encounter. Okay, no random encounter. I'm pretty okay with that. Okay, looks like room number 3 goes straight to 4. From there we have 3 options. So we're going to skip the lantern and the oil because I can't do anything with it. And we'll go to 4 if I can find it. 2d4 desiccated. Armed with bombs. Bomb? Desiccated. Dried husks of acolytes. Viewed as impure. Armor none. Pick d6. Morale 6. Okay, and a hit die is 4. Okay, read that off one more time. 2d4 of them. Okay, cool. 7 of them. Yeah, okay, sure. I think we might be in trouble again. Each of them has a bomb. Let's check the rules for bomb. Can be thrown as a ranged weapon for a d10 of damage, plus splash. It's a ranged weapon though, so I can try to dodge. There wasn't a door in the image, was there? If there was, that's one thing. If there's not, that's something else. I do not see a door. Honestly, that looks like a solid wall. I think it's just a step. I'm going to tell myself it's just a step. Otherwise, I have no idea what's supposed to happen here because it's the only way to go forward. So I assume we can see them. So Ashling has 4 knives left and then is stuck in melee. As a melee fighter. So if we can like nope some of them with the auto crit rule, I assume they can't see us since they didn't engage. So Ashling will attempt to pick them off, and then Timber will run in and try to get them before anything happens. Anything untoward happens. So Ashling with the Kniff fails. We'll use our last stamina to... We don't really... Well, yeah, if we tried to attack and just failed, then it's clear that they would notice and we have to go into initiative. So we really need to use the last stamina. Fail. So Ashling is down to 2 knives, has no stamina. Now we're rolling for initiative. Ashling will go after. Timber will also go after. So, Humbug. Ashling's the one who drew the aggro. I don't think Timber was standing in the way. So they're going to throw bombs at Ashling. Can they see Timber? Yes. Okay. Ashling, start dodging. It's 7 of them. Crow. Fail for 4. -1 is 3. Oh, but Timber is there. So does Timber get a chance to again. Fails again and is down. And Timber will take 1 damage. Okay. Would they all just spam their bombs, or would they move in, or just stand there? Do they spam? No, but they are equipped, so they stand there. Yes. Okay, Timber, move in and slam them. We're gonna go for excuse me. Okay. I should figure out how to put a bookmark on a particular page. It would help, I think. Okay, so we can dodge, block, or parry, perform a strong attack, make a sweeping attack. Extra actions. Does it say I have to? It doesn't say when I choose to do this, so I guess I could do it after I fail or succeed. So let's see if we fail or succeed on our first attack. With the assist for D6 from Ashling's Ghost. 12 to hit. Were we locked in? I'm going to say we were. I don't think we really need it for this one, but okay. Yeah. So we'll make it a sweep and a strong attack at the same time. So we will roll an extra die and it will auto hit the next enemy because it's high enough to do that. So that's 2 of our stamina. Yeah, definitely contact. So we took out 1, 2, and we'll use our final stamina to do it again. Takes out 3 of them. That's half the group. So they need to roll morale. That's a 7. What is the morale? Whoops. That's not how you spell that. Where'd you go? Morale 6, so they rolled over and they attempt to flee. Did I just cheat? I don't think so. Where do they flee to? There's nowhere to go. Okay, from here, where's the map? Okay, well this is room 4, so 5, 7, 8. Okay, there. So where do they flee? They'll go to room 5. Okay, this is now a safe place, so Aisling can return with full HP. Oh, we need to check to see if Aisling goes hollow first. No. We're safe for a little while. Being a D100, I think it's pretty okay. Okay, so Timber has 2 HP and no stamina. This is concerning, and frankly, it might be better if just takes the hit so Aisling can maybe do something useful. Okay, we have picks. Aisling's gonna drop the femur. Sorry about that. Pick up a pick. So at least there's a weapon. It does a little more damage, but it's still a strength based. Not ranged or anything. And obtain a bomb. Okay. Not ideal. That's 1 more inventory spot, but it'll be okay. Which direction do we choose to go? 2. 1 through 2 is 5. That's where they just went. So we're just following them. We're following these 4 dudes with bombs. What is actually in room 5? A trap. Bro, do we see the trap? No. So auto random encounter. Where's it got our random encounter table? 2d6 is a 6. 2d6 sewer rats. I hate it. 9 sewer rats. Okay, that's not good at all. Okay, Aisling, roll for agility to go first. I'm going to use stamina to try to superior that. Oh, right. Aisling should be back down to that. Since Aisling has the bomb, our best chance of surviving this will be to bomb everybody. So we need a 12 to go first. DR12 agility test. Pass, act, go first. So we got an 8. So if we use 2 agility, we will go first. Okay, and for the record, Timber, what'd you get? 10 plus 1 is 12. Not 12. 10 plus 1 is 11. He will go after our enemies. But he was leading the way because he's tanking and because if he drops, he can get back up and come back in swinging. Yay. Well, that's not how that works at all. Yay. Okay, so Aisling will go first and throw the bomb at the rats. So we roll. It's a DR14, but thrown as a ranged weapon, which is agility. Okay, cool. It says thrown right there. So D10 and D6. We will use any stamina we have to make sure that this happens. 12 plus 2 is 14. That's contact for 8 damage to one of them. Excuse me. Definitely takes out 1. But what we need is to know if we can use stamina to improve the splash. I don't know if that's legit. Add an extra damage die to your damage roll. I mean, I guess. So we'll use our stamina. Somehow this will improve the damage die. 2 more, that doesn't actually kill any of them? That's not good. So we killed a rat, and then all the others are on fire, but didn't actually... Um, 50, so 305. 25 to 270 would be 295. That's a... Okay, so Timber's in front, but that leaves all the rats for Aisling. Aisling is about to die. And if we lose our party, we will end the video so I can think of what we are doing wrong here, because I feel like I'm missing something. So Aisling moved a lock to a different rat, presumably. And it matters not. 2 down to 4. Rat the second. Fail. Take another point of damage down to 3. We're bloodied. Third one we dodge. 4th. Contact and down. Okay. 5th goes for Timber. Is that a dodge? Were you locked on to anyone? I don't think you were, because you weren't anticipating that. 18 with a 14 to do it. Yeah, you dodge. I'm okay with that. 6 is a dodge. Okay. Yeah. 7 contact. For 1, you're at 1 HP. The 8th contact, and you're down. Okay, so yeah, I think I missed something in here somewhere. I don't know if I cheated a little bit using stamina to double the splash damage from our weapon from the bomb. Honestly, I wonder. I don't think this one uses omens since it's trying to be more of a strict Dark Souls game. But if it had, we could have used an omen or something to max the damage. So the bomb plan didn't work. But I don't know about these numbers, man. We just got swarmed by rats because we tripped a wire after we just struggled to take out all those rats. Aisling just like climbed stairs backwards, throwing knives until enough of them went down that they had to track morale. And as soon as they did and ran, then Timber came back in. Then Timber, it's like they're taking turns dying and carrying. Oh. I guess we would have rolled that d6 for the dodge, but I don't think it would have changed anything for the most part. Again, because Timber's wearing heavy armor and we have a minimum damage rule, that really seems to affect things because Timber doesn't have enough HP to be the tank. So we might try shuffle, like maybe just going with the maximum possible HP for these characters and see what that does for us. But I think we're done with this for right now. Anyway, thanks for sticking around. Peace.